Nigeria has concluded this year's edition of the 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence with a renewed national call to protect women and girls both offline and online. At the closing ceremony in Abuja, the Ministry of Women Affairs says the country is witnessing progress, but warns that violence, especially digital abuse, continues to threaten millions of women and girls. Mariam Mohammed reports.
At the close of this year's 16 Days Activism, the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development says Nigerian women and girls are gradually breaking long-standing barriers, gaining confidence and finding safer spaces in their communities. But the ministry warns that violence is also evolving, now extending into digital space where cyberbullying, blackmail and online threats are rising sharply.
So gender-based violence is not only women's problem. It is a global problem. It is a societal one. It has made nations to go into serious problem because it destroys the image of the nation. And it robs us of innovators and inventors, teachers, professionals, entrepreneurs, and the leaders we need to build a better future, both nationally and globally. This is why, under the leadership of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Ministry of Women Affairs has adopted a coordinated and evidence-based response through the Renew Hope Special Social Impact Intervention.
The global theme, Orange the World, Unite to End Digital Violence Against All Women and Girls, reflects what officials describe as an urgent reality. Technology-driven abuse has risen by over 45% in 4 years, leaving many girls constantly exposed.
So there's plenty of evidence that shows that gender-based violence harms the development of the country as a whole, and therefore it harms all Nigerians. It does this by reducing participation in schools. It does this by reducing participation at work. It does this by reducing the productivity, by increasing the health costs. So there are a number of ways in which gender-based violence is slowing down the development, not just of Nigeria, but all countries where gender-based violence is prevalent.
Officials say the situation is alarming, noting that globally, over 830 million women face partner violence, while in Nigeria, 31% of women and 1 in 4 girls have experienced physical or sexual violence.
As a nation, our productivity as a nation will definitely be hampered by gender-based violence. If half of the country cannot reach their full potential. So if women and girls cannot reach their full potentials because of social norms that limit them or gender-based violence, then it's a whole of society problem.
The ministry says violence costs the nation trillions yearly, but strengthened laws and programs are improving survivor support. Advocates say that progress requires sustained action beyond the campaign. Mariam Mohammed, TVC News, Abuja.